This video is about differentiating and the purpose and the similarities between conceptual versus theoretical frameworks in research. This is often confused by students, by researchers, and the material to support this video was from a book published in 2019 by Bloomberg and Volpe called Completing Your Qualitative Dissertation, a Roadmap from Beginning to End. And it's the fourth, in particular, the fourth edition. So if you are finding it hard to differentiate between conceptual and theoretical frameworks, then you are in the right place. And hopefully this video will give you some sort of idea and guidance to help you navigate both and differentiate between both. And there is also another video that I did previously, a few months back, that also goes through and gives some sort of an idea by a different resource to help you differentiate between conceptual versus theoretical frameworks. So both of these videos hopefully will help you, help guide you. So confusing both is common, as I just mentioned. Under page 163 of their book, Bloomberg and Volpe give a very useful information about the difference between both in research, between theoretical and conceptual frameworks in research, and admit the confusion around what both represent. They explained why this confusion. So either of these frameworks are normally used as heuristic tools or models that guide research studies. These tools become like working tools consisting of categories that come from the literature. And these categories become like a repository for reporting your findings and guide data analysis and interpretation. So although both terms are used interchangeably within the literature, Bloomberg and Volpe see both words as two different constructs by definition and how they are represented in the research process. So this is important to keep in mind. Now, let's have a chat about the similarities and purpose of both of theoretical and conceptual frameworks. Frameworks, either of them, in general, they frame, and their purpose is to frame and ground your entire study. They also serve as a filter to develop appropriate research questions. They also act like guides for data collection and analysis and interpretation of your findings. They highlight theories that offer explanations of the issues you investigate and provide a scaffold for the research design and fieldwork. Now, theoretical frameworks, or a theoretical framework, is considered a deductive process that results in a theory derived from or come from your reading of the literature. So this is basically after you do your literature review when, say, you're doing a PhD or a research study. You may choose to use this theory to answer your questions or solve a problem. However, so now let's look at conceptual frameworks in contrast. Taking this theory that you deducted from your literature review, so by taking this theory up a level where you derive concepts from the literature and synthesize a model is inductive. So conceptual frameworks are a result of bringing together a number of related concepts to provide a broader understanding of a phenomenon. Conceptual frameworks act as existing versions of you or a researcher's map of the territory being investigated. And because of that, they evolve. They evolve as the research evolves. They can be revised with time and after reflecting on any emergent findings or new insights. Researchers need to be explicit about conceptual frameworks in terms of what you are doing to help you be selective about which features are important. High quality research is all about the relationships between theoretical variables, concepts, or constructs. These are expressed explicitly through conceptualizations and frameworks. Conceptual frameworks give meaning to the relationship between variables. It is considered like a device that makes sense of data. So conceptual frameworks become a lens through which your research problem is viewed. It provides a theoretical overview of your intended research and also a way of methodological order within that process. So conceptual frameworks form the theoretical and methodological basis for developing the study and analysis of your findings, and they are critical in guiding data analysis. So in other words, to summarize, conceptual frameworks come from concepts, while theoretical frameworks come from theory. Whether conceptual or theoretical frameworks, both acts, you can think about them are like a glue that hold the multiple interconnected parts of your research study. Now, let's look at theory versus concepts to help you understand further the key differences between both of these constructs. The authors, that is Bloomberg and Volpe, consider theory as a relationship among related concepts, assumptions, and generalizations. They are used to explain meaning, nature, and challenges of a phenomenon. While concepts are considered as interrelated ideas, conceptualization is considered meaning-making in research. Both of these play a crucial cyclical role when it comes to providing, coherence to your research. So in summary, frameworks provide a theoretical or conceptual clarification of what you want to investigate and provide readers, that is your readers, with the chance to see what the research wants to achieve and how it will be achieved. So hopefully this video gave you an idea about conceptual frameworks versus theoretical frameworks in research, their purpose, their similarities, and their differences.